think that millennials have a real advantage when it comes to being natural at letting go. We have a great case study that we did a project, we did a breakout with a company, and we had them work together in teams. And basically they had to come together and make a solution. It doesn't matter what the topic was. And there was these groups of baby boomers and groups of Gen Xers and groups of millennials, and we gave them 15 minutes. And we found out that after 5, the millennials were done. And the baby boomers were still figuring out who was in charge, basically. And so for the baby boomers, they have really thrived because they have a very political view of the workplace. And it's top down, and that has worked for them. We have to respect that as millennials, that because of that political view, they have risen to the top. They have grown these huge companies that us as millennials have the pleasure of walking into and enjoying. So we do have to appreciate that. But the beauty of what a millennial will do is they'll come in, they'll get into a group, and these millennials have been working in groups since they were in elementary school. They've been working in groups in school, groups in college. They've always been very team focused, and they came together in this case study, and they work in group, and they were like, you're good at this, I suck at that, I'll take on this part, and suddenly the project was done. So they're a lot more natural at letting go and letting people do what they're best at. But not every generation has that same
I would agree, and I would even build on that, saying that, boomers, the model was you're good at everything. And if you weren't, you didn't talk about what you weren't good at, because you're competing with 80 million others, and you rose to the top by trying to be great at everything. And I really hand it to the millennials that are really great at saying, you know what, I'm not good at that, I'm never going to be good at that, I don't have to be great at everything, but there's a role for me in what I am really good at. So I think part of letting go for millennials is not having to be great at everything.
Again, I feel like I'm a broken record, but millennials are the most collaborative generation. And it's not that other generations do not want to collaborate, but the definition of how millennials want to collaborate is different. It's to the extreme. It is all the time. It is very quick collaboration. It could be put a thing out on your Facebook page that says, does anyone have any ideas for this? They get 85 responses, and it's done. And so I see collaboration and delegation as a millennial as it has a lot of overlap, because I'm willing to say, I'm working on this project, but I don't know the answers to these 5 problems in it. Who can help me? We're very open to that, because our whole lives we've been doing that. We've always been out there finding resources that are not our own. We've never thought we were the expert on everything. And so we call it, for millennials, they grew up in an age of the end of the expert. There was no experts. It was their peers, it was their parents, it was a million other people. And so millennials are pretty natural delegators, in that not necessarily they give up the whole project, but that they work to give up pieces of the project and give and take and help with other people's projects. So.